Hey everybody, today I'm just going to be playing some more Madden, working in the Ultimate Team and trying to improve my team. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And my goal is to get up to the 50,000 coins so I can buy the, what they call it, the Elite Pack. I think that's what it's called. So I'm just working my way through these challenges, hopefully learning how to play the game better, and also improving my team. Going. Hopefully get a better team going. So, field. Still got a ways to go. Alright, so Mayfield's best drive. Blah. The challenge. Normal. Hard it to go hard. Yeah, I tried it a couple times, it didn't work very well. So if pass for a touchdown, do not use more than 2 rushing plays, do not throw an incomplete. Complete at least 6. Okay. Not throw an incomplete pass. Do not rush more than 2 times. That shouldn't be too bad. I don't really like rushing in these challenges anyway. Because you don't fool anybody.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out.
I did make some changes to my video settings, trying to get the CPU usage down, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Hopefully it does. With the big player after that, looks like it might hit for some yards too.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in.
There we go.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5.
Oh, nice. That was a good first play to start the play.
Nice job. I believe that is challenge met.
Start the game.
From where I sit. Congratulations.
I can't believe you didn't even get a bonus for that. So, pass for 25 plus yards. Oh, I just did that. Well, let's try it again. Same play. Stop hole. Double me.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right
25 plus yards. So this might take a few tries. Sometimes, you know, when they're that specific about what they want, it can take a while to get exactly right.
Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rushing down.
Well, if they're gonna blitz, how can we do 25 yards?
Practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the map.
So it looks like they're not gonna fall for play action pass. Let's go with the middle.
Now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
The tight end.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield.
Oh,
And incomplete to open things up.
I would have done it too. No, it's still freezing up. It's ridiculous. I have a really good system. Not really good, but I mean, it's a pretty good system. For this to keep freezing up like this.
Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is...
Alright, let's try again with one of the big plays.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Too bad. Can't win them all.
Blitzing
Come back, try
things.
again. Thanks for playing them.
Alright, so let us... You can just toss it over there. Do a quick snap. Maybe they'll overcommit and all this one, guys.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his first pass is in.
This is what happens when I put it on hard. Nobody catches the ball. But this time I'm on normal. So what's your excuses? Come on, guys. Load the freaking game. Let's go.
Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next.
So far, not too happy about this game. It's weird that the last version worked fine. Madden 19, it worked perfectly fine. But these guys, like...
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
I don't know.
First down, Mayfield.
Come
it's going to
on.
be incomplete. Well, it didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time, right here on the Solo. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Why can I not stop a blitz?
Mayfield on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete.
What kind of defense am I playing against? Alright, I gotta keep Googling settings for Madden because this is ridiculous.
Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
So apparently a lot of people are having this problem, which is awesome for them. It looks like it's from doing the challenges, which is stupid and poorly made. Let's see. I just need a 25-yard. Just give me something. Go to the corner.
The Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught by Antonio.
25. Hit 25. Yes.
That's good for 28 yards. And that does it for this one.
I know.
Pat yourself on the back. You just completed.
Okay, so pass for 23 yards.
Solo challenge.
In one play. First play. 71 yards total for the drive and a touchdown. Not throw an incomplete pass. Oh. A huge list of stuff. I must be dropping serious right.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. So yeah, looks like a lot of people are complaining about it.
And now the offense getting
Come
set,
up with a
1st and
patch
10.
before the too long.
Mayfield looks to throw. Jerry Rice, open right side.
Not enough yards.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, unfortunately, not the
3 more
result that we were
yards.
looking for, but the great.
But that would have done it. Let us. Oh, double post.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle.
There we go.
Rice. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
Mesh is
Great way
good.
to get the game going.
That's confusion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
Oh no!
Yeah, he made him think he was going to
He
run
was so open too.
Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Go a quick slant. Let's
Tremendous
try and get
coverage
Gary
there.
Rice in the
Just
game.
did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
What's the
8
first
yards
down?
on the completion, but now they face third
Third
down.
and 2.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set
Well,
anything
no,
up.
I gotta
They
run
feel like
to
they
get
have
the
advantage.
first down.
They feel like they
3
have the
yards.
matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Not a bad run.
But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Hey, wait.
A good-looking
We're on the
drive for the
15-yard
Packers so
line.
far. It's a first down. And the pocket's
Okay,
been
so I
protected pretty
should be
good
able
here
to
so
pass
far
it.
on the opening
And
drive.
still
We
get the
always talk about
71 yards.
confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Try some more quick slants.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Nice.
Touchdown, Packers. Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
All right. Pass for 3 touchdowns by halftime. Oh, this is going to be a long one. 3 touchdowns by halftime. And I hope it's not an accelerated clock. Alright. Madden is freezing. People complaining about it. Nobody fixing.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden
This might be a
Ultimate
hard
Team.
one. And we'll see. A lot of touchdowns, not a lot of time. See if I can go for the big plays right off the
The
bat.
Packers offense here, ready to
It's
go
a
on first
big
and 10. Mayfield down. Wide open
Block.
receiver complete. And they'll get him down as
Such
he's
a short
inside
clock.
the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Let's do it.
Back to
I gotta
back
watch
good
the
plays
clock.
have them on the move on first down. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown.
You get it?
And this will leave him a yard short.
Yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first
Oh,
down.
what did I hit? Oh,
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Nice.
Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
The goal for any offense versus
Go mid.
the zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one
Talking about incomplete.
he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
How am I supposed to get 3 touchdowns in
They've got
one
it down
half?
to the 3,
This is
but now
ridiculous.
this is third and goal. And again, it's Mayfield.
And nobody. How many get freaking open? There we go.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes.
Yeah,
'cause
I
it
just
doesn't
can't
matter
kick.
who
I
you're
gotta
covering
practice.
with.
It's hard
It's
when
another
it
big guy
stutters
who might use his
because,
bulk against
you know,
it.
that really
It's a
screws you up.
defender might go
This
over the
whole
top.
freezing
Either
thing
way,
is
you
just
tend to find a little bit of a
bad.
mismatch in that area.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Actually,
And not a bad return here. He gets it out.
I kind of think I should just let them score and get the ball back. That's the only way I'm going to get 3 touchdowns. I think that's what I'll do.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Let's try.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if
That's
they're
pretty
going
cool
to
line
increase the
defense.
urgency
They can
a little
throw the
bit,
ball
maybe
over
bump
me,
up the pace, maybe go
get a
2 minute.
touchdown.
Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
Of
Incomplete.
course.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop
Okay,
the hammer.
the
He
whole
just dropped
point
the pass. And
is
not
for
even
them to
back
score.
to the line of scrimmage this time as
It
they're on
appears
him quickly
that
once
that's
more.
not going to happen.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there. And I think
Oh, there we go. Let him
Goes
score.
Green. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 78 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple
that's a
fly
block.
route, wasn't it?
no, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be at practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers,
Okay,
that meant
4-minute
go.
quarters? That's not very much.
Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here
Alright,
he gets it out to the
let's try to
25-yard
get
line.
touchdown in a hurry.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence
Try
in
it
you guys.
again.
Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
Oh,
He lost the football.
come on, big guy.
For one.
Oh, I need time.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team
So
that
I can't
lost
just
it to get it back.
play action pass
Because
after play action
this is
pass.
the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
Hey,
In this
let's
case, though,
do
the teammates
something
able to come up with the ball.
else. Let's go.
And Charles
double
got to like
close.
what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Well, a heck of a play
Okay,
there on 3rd down.
4th
but
and 5,
amazingly,
gotta
they're still
gamble.
short for 4th.
This is in
How many
Battlefront.
times, not just in my
It says
playing career,
Battlefront?
but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I
This
just
is
don't have that
Battlefront.
play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom
Let
line
him
is
score.
they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
Here's Madden. Oh, mine says Madden 20, so I don't know why anyone would think it's Battlefront.
reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he gets
It doesn't matter. I'm not going to make this challenge. I've only got one touchdown and don't have enough time. Hey, points, please. Did I actually unlock anything? 10,000 coins. Right. Halfway there to the Millie pack. 4-star. Oh yeah. So, the 3 touchdowns by half. You know what? I'm going to play on easy. I just want to finish the challenge. And it's way too hard to get it with a 4-minute order. Way too hard.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep.
Okay, let's go for the big patch right off the bat. Now that it's on easy.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going.
Computer froze just as I went to throw the ball.
And this is caught inside.
There we go. That works.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown. 56 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Finally got a line
One
after.
of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it
a
for
little bit better.
touchdown.
It's hard when it stutters though. CPU usage is just crazy on this game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Okay, so just gonna play goal line and keep crashing, and if he scores, that's fine because it doesn't affect the challenge. I just need the ball back as soon as I
I
can.
know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did.
Because I have to get another 2 touchdowns
on
for
this
half.
drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd
Oh,
and 10.
yes. Oh, got the ball. Nice. I guess that's what happens when you play on easy. I'll try it again later on a higher difficulty, but right now I just want to finish all the challenges.
For a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end
hopefully
zone,
get a better
escort him to
team.
the bench, and give him the oxygen. They
Improve
were
my
loving the
players a
fact that
bit.
he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point from McManus is good.
One more
And
touchdown.
that makes the score 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
So, same thing. I'm just going to blitz.
Now the Cincinnati
score,
offense
I don't
ready to
care.
see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball back and
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I gotta run away from him.
He goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to
Usually don't take any control during the kicking because you go outside.
Have a rooting interest in this one. Neither one of us want to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Maybe I'll
So
just
this drive
return
spans 7
for a
plays,
touchdown.
and it ends with the Bengals score. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position.
Not bad.
We'll get this one all the way up to about
This is
the
what happens when you
35-yard
play on this.
line.
It's a little
And Green Bay getting
too
ready
easy,
to go as
but
they
that's
take
okay.
the field. And last time they were
I think they
very
designed it that way
fortunate
so that
this
you
offense.
come
They
back
went
later
for
and try
it,
again
turned it over
when you're
in
a
their
better
own
team.
territory.
Keeps
The
you
other
busy.
guys held up. They didn't give up any points. And this will be caught at the 30.
Get up! Oh.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers
Something
for what
short.
they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change
Quick
things
slant
around.
is
But
always good.
offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Throwing.
Did Jerry Rice get open? Yes.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
There you go.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jerry Rice with his second touchdown
That's it.
in this
Challenge
opening
complete,
quarter.
right?
And the Packers add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous
Or
territory.
are they going to
Be
be
careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal.
You hear the
That's
audio
what it feels
clipping.
like right now. They are all over it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
I didn't really want to have to play
This
out
will
the
be
ball.
taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I check to make sure I didn't miss something. Pass for 3 touchdowns by halftime. 2 touch.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And
Oh.
job one here, Charles. Just
They
keep
don't
possession of
count the
football.
fumble
2 drives, 2
recovery.
turnovers
That's
to
why.
this point.
You're
Okay.
exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First
Or maybe
do
they
no
did.
harm.
I don't know.
Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is
But I need to
mistaking
write
me
this
for a
down.
doctor, though. But thank you, Dr.
Oh.
Davis. Good
So,
pick
goal
up
line,
there. 8
defense.
yards on the first down completion.
Same thing. Just keep
That
blitzing.
was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps,
Yeah, that's
and cuts towards the middle of the field. And
Tyler
Hey, dude.
Eifert, 20,
I'll catch him.
10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, 62 yards, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way.
There's definitely something wrong with the CPU usage in this game.
really special by him.
Lots of people
Let's
are
face it,
complaining
today's
about it and
NFL,
trying to find out how to
those
fix
tight
it.
ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup
Just
and
get
make
the ball
plays
back,
like
transfer.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
I'm pretty sure they didn't count my
This one
fumble
taken from
return.
the 7.
As a touchdown.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up
I
just
keep
shy
scoring.
of the
We're
35-yard
done.
line at the 34.
Going for the big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once
They
more.
actually start to block it.
Wide open receiver complete. And
Oh,
shutting
boy.
him off, now open field.
I thought he would get it.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes
Yeah,
completed.
let's run
An
it.
easy day for them.
Make
And
them
this should be the
at
final
least
play before the quarter
consider
ends.
the run.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and
Up
10.
the middle. I think I got some decent guards.
On 1st down, Allen.
Nice. Nice. Oh. Get in there.
He's
Nice.
going to take it in. Touchdown.
Good run.
Marcus Allen, 32 yards.
It's gotta be
and the
challenge
Packers
completed.
add 6 to their lead.
Throughout the
Or are they
game, we're
gonna-
going to track so many different
I guess
statistics,
they're gonna make me
but
play
one
it
is
all the time.
becoming increasingly in vogue,
well.
explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to
Yeah,
answer
shot
right
kick.
now.
Try for a big
After
kick.
the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work,
I'm just
but
gonna
he
keep
stopped
blitzing again.
before he ultimately
Although I'm not
got
gonna do
it,
the
and he
goal
simply
line
taken
blitz
a
though,
knee, and
because
that's
I
the
think I've gotten
25-yard line.
the touchdowns I need. I just want
Now the
to
Cincinnati offense ready to see what
keep
they
them
can
on the
do.
ground.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2
Burn out the
possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
What's the old expression,
Fires on
3 yards in the cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
For what?
Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Dalton's pass complete to Green. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so
cover.
effective.
I like
Nice
man
completion
defender
there.
zone.
Keeps the sticks moving.
Cover 2 man.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield,
What's that
not
guy's
necessarily
fast?
just playing at the line
22?
of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got
so
back to
can't
the
do
line of
that play.
scrimmage.
That was a
Now they
blitz.
pick up over 30 yards.
So let's stick with the cover 2.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Cover 2.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half.
It would have been cool if it was
And
though.
now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And
Keep
now
playing
it's
man
2nd down.
coverage.
Some of the fans
Looks like they're so
don't
far
seem too
behind.
happy
They have
about
no
what
choice
we've
but to
seen
throw
in
it, I
this
guess.
first
And
half.
then
No, not at all. I
Let's just say
understand
that.
why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Charles
The 2nd
Davis
down
is
play,
not
not
nice.
much better than the first, just a
Yeah,
gain of
it's
1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run
Third, yeah.
totally Because
kick the
otherwise,
ball.
pass rushers just
And then
tee
he can
off on
run
your
off the clock.
quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the...
Oh, nice.
Football. It's blocked.
Get it.
It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Oh, couldn't have dove. I was trying to hit some buttons to get the ball. Good job.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn
Yeah, let's just run out
everyone
the
has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy.
Okay, got in the backfield way too
And
easy.
he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half,
We're
which
gonna
can
get in.
manifest itself in some
I guess they're
sloppy
not stopping
tackling.
the clock.
And how about
Oh,
right
they used
there?
all the
He
time.
ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let the clock run down a little bit.
Here's Allen.
I guess I should have tried to
Defensively,
juke.
they're just looking to keep him contained.
I'm not used to
As
that.
they're able to get him
Using
down.
that stick.
Sean Williams that time in on the
That
stop.
should be it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hope I made the challenge. I mean, I got plenty of touchdowns. I want to do this again. I don't like the ones that take a while.
Too
I like
bad.
the
Can't win them
challenges
all,
that are
though. Come
quick.
back, try again.
What?
Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Okay. That sucked. But I won. So it definitely did not. It's got to be a passing touchdown.
And
That's
the
why
offense readies for a
the
first
one
down
touchdown
and
didn't
10.
count, but I thought I had 3.
Mayfield. Throw complete there to Jerry
Oh, he's just
Rice.
bouncing off everybody. Let's go, Jerry Rice.
And
Nice
he
hit on.
takes it down deep into enemy territory.
There has to be a passing
Huge
touchdown.
play there right off the
Oh,
bat.
for some
51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that,
There we go.
Touchdown, Packers.
Nice and quick.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Packers add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number
Finally
2.
getting the
I think
hang
I'm
of it
starting
a
to
little bit.
understand more and more when
course
we
it's
get
on
ready
easy,
to do
so-
games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays,
Alright.
and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this
fumble.
across the
Another
25. Couple extra yards up to the 20.
Gotta remember though, if
Andy
I'm running
Dalton
the wall
set
in,
to
I gotta stop.
lead out this Bengals offense at the controls for the 9th year. The man out of TCU.
Okay, so same thing as before. Just run the goal line.
So here's Dalton
They
and the
score,
Bengals
that's
now,
fine.
first
I
and
just
10
move the ball
at their
back.
own 27.
As soon as I can.
Off the play fake to Mixon.
Oh, I
This is
almost got it.
Dalton.
Okay, score.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. The 40.
No, no, no. Don't catch him.
20.
Ah.
And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch.
That's what I
and
get for
run.
trying to
And
drink
even
my water.
60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The former second-round pick, this is
Bye,
Joe
chicken.
Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
More
What a
blitzing.
difference a play makes.
Yeah,
A huge
it's just
step forward.
running
and now a
time off the
small
clock.
step back as he
I need the
loses a
ball
yard
back.
or two. On second down, here's Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to throw their linebacker to get into the backfield.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that's for 4 plays. And it's finished off with the Cincinnati touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
That guy.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And try the big play again. It's usually good for first play of a drive.
Redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look
at the
tape.
It got his man complete.
Can stay
and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter.
Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Nice kick.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the score.
I get the ball back.
How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a
there. Ooh, nice.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Yeah, that's what I thought they would do. Use my aggressiveness to throw the ball to the blitz.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's do that instead. There, that's what
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
That's a weird story, Charles Davis. Packers. Nice.
Very good return that time. 18
yards.
In a good position. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over.
The clipping is really kicking me out.
Baker Mayfield leads the
offense do more research
for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great job.
Nice. That should be it.
Touchdown, Packers. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
71 yards in 5 plays. Back to normal level. That one, it would have taken too long if I put on normal because you saw how long it takes to get 3 touchdowns. And that was on easy.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time.
Okay, let's try it. Good, the big play.
The offense will look to convert on 3rd down.
Might hit for a few. Oh no, did a double cover.
He's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Didn't get the
68
bonus
yards
set.
receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well.
And so now I just need to be in the funnel.
Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the
Excellent.
sticks.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
Blocking would be nice.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game.
Better be
This one
enough
goes for
field
20.
left for me to actually
You
get
see the
the
time
yards
and
I
effort
need.
and thought that they put into their
I'm gonna
passing
throw
game
it
because it was
the whole
evident
time.
right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned
We're
for
turning
this
up the
and
field.
worked hard to make it happen.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first
Jerry
tackle.
Rice might be
Luckily
breaking
enough,
it.
there were more
Depends
people
on
there
where
to
that
get him
safety
down.
goes.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield.
Oh, nice. Came back for it, too. Push the
And
wrong
they
button.
move this all the way down to the 9. That one good
Trying to
for
go for
26
Brown.
and a
He was
first
open.
down. It's been all passing all the time on this
So I
drive.
just need to
5 for
pass for
5 and
4
now
yards.
first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offensive
Yeah,
wheel
I mean,
to
you need
run.
to get a touchdown.
Don't change up and do something different just because.
But I got
He's
one in
got
there.
it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team
Alright.
solo challenge. See you
That's for
next
a
time.
touchdown, 75 yards, no incomplete pass. Complete at least 5 passes. I think I just did all that. So basically just do what I just did again.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it.
Alright, let's go. Lots of passing yards here. As usual, go for the big play right off the bat.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. Mayfield now on second down. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice.
Didn't get the big play I
14 on
wanted,
that one,
but
and a first down.
nothing wrong with
Decent
15
start
yards.
to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things
Pretty
to
much
go
have
right
to
in a
throw
short
every
amount of
time to
down
get
three
all the
scores.
yards I
Yeah, they're
need.
going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one
Come on,
complete
get away.
downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and
I need
run
more
good
passes.
for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a
Curls.
quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Dang it!
Not yet.
Not a
Oh.
chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's an incomplete pass though.
Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have thrown it as soon as I threw it. The guy was sneaky.
And now the offense getting ready on second
Big
down.
play.
Second down, Mayfield. Open man is Trey Burton.
Come on, get around him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, from an
Now.
offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend
Wide
from my
receiver up.
perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile
I think I'm
players
in normal
who can make a
difficulty.
play
Doesn't
at
feel
any
like it,
spot
though.
on the field.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's
Small
better than
pass.
40 yards total.
Small pass.
So the same
Gonna
tandem
get a touchdown
connecting
before
on
I get to the
back-to-back
yardage.
throws to start the
Or
game.
not the
And maybe
yardage,
throwing the scouting
the
report out
pass
just a
numbers,
little
I mean.
bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Oh no.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Merciless, that's quite a name for a
Three scores
defenseman.
down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it
Just
out.
try a little
It's
quick
tough
swing.
because this defense just seems to be playing with so much
They're going
confidence.
to run all the
They
way.
really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh,
Now, meanwhile,
Hate
here's a
those.
second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
2 seconds later, he would have been open. And now Priest. EA better be coming out with a patch or something soon.
Well, it didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time, right here on the Solo Challenge.
Alright.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
Like the
And he's
hit.
upended at the 33, following a
now-
good pickup of 8.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot
Hard
of
because they
stature
keep
to him.
doubling the guy I want to throw
Sometimes
to.
the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they
I
can
don't
turn
want to
into
risk
big
because
plays.
an incomplete pass means I fail the challenge. I want to risk double coverage.
Would it be safe to say that as
purpose.
precise as routes
Sometimes I do
are
that
supposed to
stuff.
be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find
Okay,
the dead
nice short
zone,
pass.
and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Getting my pass numbers up.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down
What's that?
completion.
Mountain spot.
One thing we do
What
know,
is that?
he's going to get his catches. So
To
as they
Jerry
move forward
Rice.
defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Nice.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup
Throwing
of 17
yards.
and a first down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young
And good sign.
quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that
Slants
doesn't tell
is
us he's confident about
especially
his
when you have
abilities,
Jerry
right?
Rice.
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes
This is what
on.
happened last
Especially
time when I
crucial
got
here
it.
on the road. From the
Incomplete
red
pass.
zone now, Mayfield.
Dang it!
Picked off there, almost intercepted.
The
Instead,
challenge
second
is
down.
done. Because
Not the results you
freaking
wanted,
when
but
you have to
good
pass
practice
every
make-
single play, it's kind of hard not to get some incompletes. I think I gotta stop going for the bonus and just try and score right away. Because that's why I'm trying to get the 8 complete passes.
And now the offense getting ready on second down.
Yeah, it might be better just to score.
Throwing on
Get
second
the
down.
bonus.
Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz. Were able to complete the
Double
pass.
post?
That had the total
Hit him.
feel of a
Jerry
quarterback
Rice
in
will be
control.
open.
Red blitz,
My
got
best
him into
friend.
the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get
Oh,
hit
this
back
isn't
there. He's
good.
got a chance to step up with...
And
At least it wasn't an incomplete
He
pass.
can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DJ Reader. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Alright.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's get a slant
How about
play.
the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because...
Oh, he got interfered with.
The last one, the big shot right
Come
there.
on. How's that not passing? And it's frozen again. Always great.
Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge,
Let's
you
try
can always
again.
restart and try again. We'll see you next time.
Gotta go quick. Just for the big passes, just score, get off the field.
And on second
Forget
down,
about
the
trying to
offense
get
gets ready to
8
run.
passes.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Alright. I was not accounting for the free safety. One more time.
And now the offense getting ready on second down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Jerry Rice open right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now the deep double post.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught. Inside
Nice.
25.
There you go.
Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Rice, 60 yards.
Finally.
All right, nice
That one
job.
took a while.
That is challenge met and defeated.
Further in you go,
Rice.
the longer this stuff takes.
Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team.
Score a
solo
touchdown.
challenge.
And the bonus is 66 yards. All I gotta do is score a touchdown. Okay. Doesn't matter if I get incomplete passes or any of that other junk. I like it when it's not so detailed about what you need.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go.
As usual,
The
start with the
Packers
big play.
offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown.
Nice.
He's got him in, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw.
But now I can actually play run
It looks so perfect up on the board.
sometimes.
But
Now that I
occasionally,
don't have to
sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about
have
that?
those all the weird
Run on
rules.
1st down.
Come on.
Allen. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Okay,
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
I can get him on the cut.
To throw on
Yep.
2nd and 6.
Oh, come on.
Mayfield. And he fends him off. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a
messed
fraction
around,
sooner,
but-
it may have been a fumble.
What is that? 30
Bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they
Just
get in
trying
there
to
and knock
quick slant.
another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the Army is going forward, incomplete pass.
Okay.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Okay, let's run it up the middle.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You know, you get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was something guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
There we go.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just
I always do.
and dominated.
Win the game.
Ultimate
Pass for a
Team
touchdown.
solo
Pass for
challenge.
172 yards. Do not throw more than 3 passes. Let's play a full game, eh? Alright, let's try. Wonder how many coins I have. Close I am. I'll check that after this one. See how close I am to getting that elite pack. That's basically all I want to play for today. Just get the elite pack and then stop, and then
All right, the
I really
challenge
gotta
is in
look up
front of you.
ways
Do you
to help
accept
with
it?
the performance
I
of
hope
this
so. Keep the game on.
game,
Play the
because
challenge.
CPU
It's
is
solo
terrible.
challenge. Madden Ultimate Team.
Alright, so we're starting in the first
Offense
quarter.
getting set. 1st and 10.
Gotta win the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown.
Good start.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty
hit the wrong button.
excited about.
Okay,
Big plays,
for
let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great.
There we
Keeping
go.
This was, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken
bad.
down inside Carolina's 15.
almost got
It's a
the
big
yardage
play
right.
there for Green Bay. 35
be
yards. That's two
run
big
it.
catches that he's had on this drive alone.
Got a good halfback, so we got running.
Whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Nice blocking.
And
Good
he'll get
job.
this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course,
Trying to
because he
kick the
got
ball
it into the
hard
end zone.
into the
How about
end
the
zone?
offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Nice.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago. 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15,
This
and
guy
16.
really wants to throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey.
Not
And
so
he'll
much.
fight his way
How do you
forward
hit?
to about the 48-yard line.
Like every time I see
Second
something,
down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid
Okay,
players, guys who can do
to be
more than one
contained
thing.
since
And
it
I
is
think if you're playing
Cam
strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice
And he
play
ran
defensively.
too. There we
He can
go.
run for it, and he will. He opted to go
I wonder
with
if
the
you can
scramble,
you get a
gets 2
penalty for
yards, and now
unnecessary
it's
roughness
4th.
if you had the QB when he's
Well, there were a
sliding?
couple of extra defensive
In
backs
this
in the
game, I
game,
mean.
so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. Tries to
give
take
him the
off
ball,
and
man.
run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Open corner. Not a bad kick.
Baker Mayfield leads the
That's all
offense
you
out for
got.
their next possession. He's played a pretty clean
So,
first half, a touchdown,
action
no
deep.
interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they
He
expect.
gets open, he
They
might have
want
a
to see the
touchdown.
ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
No.
I'd love to see him.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line.
And
It's a sack.
gets
Off the
play
edge,
action every
Mario
time.
Addison gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism
trying to
there
get
because
the
they went right
tight
back
end
to the
in.
air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Come on.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It's fielded at the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense.
Can't
Been
throw
a
so
decent
much.
start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with
Yeah,
him. He
okay.
has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals
play
and throwing
man
the football,
coverage.
just follow me, we'll
That's
get
a little
there.
bit.
Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On second down, McCaffrey.
Okay, good.
They
Runs,
follow up the
nothing.
first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on third down. Newton. And they've got the hook.
There we go.
This is Olsen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Okay.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Oh, they're
Here's
punting. I
Michael
thought they were
Velarde
close
now.
enough to kick.
As he'll
That's
kick
good.
it away for the second
points.
time.
Now this time I won't start with the play action pass this close to my end. I learned my lesson. Let's try running it.
Trotting out there, the Packers
I
getting
don't do
ready
that
to
very
go.
often. Am I
They're
catching
starting
off
to put
guard?
some space here. In
Oh,
the first
God.
quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second
Did
quarter,
not catch him very off guard at
They
all.
jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 16 yards, a first down.
I wonder how much of the clock I should just run
Zone
out.
coverage there. Do you have to be a little
I am
careful?
winning.
You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
They've got his man.
Come on,
Complete.
come on. Oh,
And he gets all the
got
way
for a
down
pass
to the
too, but not
30-yard
that one.
line. A big play there just before halftime. 49
Oh, yeah.
yards.
No,
Well,
it's-
that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Good
As the
prediction.
clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 24, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back
It
at
was
the
open.
13-yard line.
I
Can't stop
made me
Bosa
sad.
there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint,
Have a
wasn't
good
it?
day,
They decided to
Brad.
throw for it on first and goal.
Curl.
Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Get in there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And with
Timeout.
just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That was close. Should I gamble? Just kick the field goal.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do
Just them up by
for
2
this
scores.
first half.
So I need to
So 2 quarters down.
second
And
half.
okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
actually joke about that. It's
All
fine.
right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point.
Everybody
and you
comes
can
in from the
expect to see
sides.
more of the same in the second half. And to
Trying
bring
to
the
run the
action
ball
your
more
way,
often and
let's
get
get right back
run down
out
the
to
ball.
Brandon Goddard.
Hopefully this game goes
Back
by
onto the
quick.
field now comes the wideout
Travis.
Antonio Brown. A monster game so far. Third quarter, he is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of
Nice.
games, you hear about the quarterback.
Oh,
we talk about
he
the
almost
quarterback
broke it.
throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot.
Keep that clock
Some
going.
credit for the receivers.
Marcus Allen.
Who find ways to get
You're gonna
open,
be
whether
playing
they
a lot this
uncover
half.
late in a route, or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. They'll run with Allen.
Oh, nice. He's still on the, still on his
He
feet.
takes it down to the 42.
He's a pretty good runner. He stays up quite a bit.
Third quarter and you've got the
Okay.
lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Not
But a
ready
running
yet.
game can really benefit
Five.
your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down now. It's Allen.
Marcus Allen. Did he just get a touchdown?
He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marcus Allen. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Just turn my fan up. It's all hot in here.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. With a big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Oh,
And
they
I
have to
never
throw
wanted
the
to
ball.
make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
You're gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second
Dang it.
half, too.
They're just gonna throw it.
Something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if
Alright.
that script is a good one for him. 11 more
So
on
still
that
gonna
one,
run it,
another
even though
first
they're down by like
Now, they
3
started to get him
scores.
rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of
Blitz.
continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Alright.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
And
Von Bell up to make the
now let's
tackle.
go quarter cover two.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick
I
with
usually
it.
don't like
This is
zone,
the third
but
quarter.
I
No
like
time to
continuing
panic. But that
Cam
also
Newton.
doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the
Might
running
be
game.
one of those things where
In
Cam
on the
Newton
stop,
kind of
Mason
makes
Foster,
you
who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
think,
Well, they certainly haven't
rethink
been
the
able
way
to
you
get
do
him going and
defense.
establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Trying
Nice.
to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and now running right through it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do
Get
it
bonus points for
for
that.
this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden
Awesome
Ultimate
shooting
Team
points.
on EA Sports.
Back
Good starting
pass.
field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the first
There
down
it
and more
is.
past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just
running.
want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
Oh,
I know
we're
our
gonna
background
run.
says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game,
Dang it,
man.
that guy.
Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be
Yeah,
second and
running up
11.
the middle.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to
Oh yeah,
repeat
keep
that effort.
going.
Yeah.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Dive in.
Touchdown, Packers.
It's the Celtics.
Marcus Allen, 40 yards.
Hook it to the net.
And the Packers add
Alright.
6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit crushing.
Hopefully it is over.
And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
We're just going to play prevent defense. Watch for the big pass. If they want to keep running it or whatever, that's fine. They'll run some time off the clock. And even if they score, they'll get the ball back.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
So let's play
Onto
some
the field
deep.
here come the Panthers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
Nice.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Okay, so cover 2 minutes.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Oh, they almost got me on that one.
Out of the gun, Newton.
Yeah, kidding me.
Over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but
Fine.
not before they work it across midfield. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you
Okay, 3rd and 3. They're probably just going to try and run it and
keep the clock
get
running.
the first
Just willing to
down.
lead the game out that way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Newton. Got his target.
Dang it.
Touchdown.
Oh, well. Get the ball back. That's a good thing.
43 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Throw to no way. See if I can.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary,
Set up a campsite? I haven't heard that one
I think
before.
that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver.
Run.
Condensed near the goal
Still
line
had 3
on a
timeouts, so
2-point
they'll stop
conversion.
me.
All that
They'll stop the clock.
there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for
Just want to get a first down so they can't. Oh,
and some room to work. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
not bad. I'm just trying to run out the clock and then.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Have I met the challenge as far as the yards?
As it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him
Maybe
there on the first down completion.
Now that's the
Also, what is showing
change.
countdown?
Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Not 2nd and 1
4
anymore.
yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the
You're
running
sitting
game
there
and
open.
offensive.
Okay.
Packers. Jerry Rice with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, I've got a laugh
Okay,
here,
so
and
I won the
really
game.
don't want to because
Pass
the
for
old school in
touchdown.
me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys
And
on the
they're
screen
actually
don't have to
talking
face
about it
each
like it's a
other
video
after this
game.
one.
That's
In
fine.
that case, run it up.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Alright, and
Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating
Good.
the Madden Ultimate Team. Solo
okay, now
challenge.
I'm going to return the challenge. Hopefully see how many coins I got. If I have enough for that elite pack. Not yet. Maybe a level up will give me some coins. It's like, seems like it's a lot harder to get coins than it used to be. Damn Darnold. Money everywhere. Stuff. One more stuff. I can get more stuff. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 5 challenge. Okay. On. That's for a touchdown in 4. Okay. 4 plays. Actually, oh, I was gonna get some water over till after this. And I'll pause it.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep.
7.
And the offense ready for a first down and 10. Mayfield on first down.
Where did he go? You're kidding. He's actually... he survived that? That's great.
Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're the
down he goes. Derek Wolf popping in for the...
Alright, I'm just gonna quit. Because there's no way I can get that challenge now. Plus I gotta go bathroom. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, follow. I found out one, but